In this video, we are going to look at illustrating division with multiplication. Using the relationship between multiplication and division, we are going to take a completed division equation and then transfer it or transition it into, or convert would be actually a better word, convert it into a multiplication sentence, and then create an illustration through an area model to just demonstrate or show what really went down and what happened. So I have right here a completed division equation. I have the dividend, I have the divisor, and then I have the quotient. So each of these three parts are necessary to complete our division equation. Notice that we do not have a remainder or any type of part of whole. To illustrate it with, to illustrate division, you are going to have nice round quotients. The first thing we need to do is step one would have been to solve it, but there's another video that kind of takes care of that if you're interested in the different methods to solve division. We can look at solving through an area model, we can look at solving through the chunking, or solving through the standard algorithm. Again, you can check out my channel to find out more on those particular methods. In this, we're not going to look at necessarily solving, but again, illustrating division through the window of multiplication. So the first step after we've solved and created our equation, the first step is we're going to need to convert our division equation into a multiplication equation. This is really a really strong concept because it's important that you understand that we can check our division through multiplication. And what you'll notice here is that our divisor will become the first number, and it doesn't have to, because of the commutative problem, be the first number. It's just there's going to be a natural flow. We're going to see this come here. We're going to change our sign from multiplication, or from division to multiplication. Then we're going to see our quotient become another factor. So we have these two factors that are multiplied together. And then we will see our original dividend, it becomes the product. So that relationship is very strong. All of the same parts, so to speak, are involved. They simply have new roles in the multiplication process. So therefore, 1,426 divided by 31 equals 46 would be converted into multiplication, which means I could check for accuracy by taking 31 multiplied by 46, and it would equal 1,426. Now when it comes to illustrating this, what we want to do is I'm going to start and I'm going to draw a box. Now many people have probably heard of this, and when you see it you're going to say, oh, you may have heard of the term the window method. And it's going to look a lot like that, just that formalized term is we're going to call it the area model. And so first I've got this in what looks like a window. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to take on each of my factors here, I'm going to take them and I'm going to put them in expanded form. So I have 30 and 1, and then I have 40 and 6. If I want, I can put my little plus here just to show that. And so what I do know about area is area, it equals length times width. And I use that because I'm going to look at each, to fill each box, that's going to be the goal. Each of these 4 boxes I want to fill, because that is going to be the total area by adding all 4 of those up. So what I want to do here is I'm going to take 30 and I'm going to multiply it by 40 to find the top left box. So 30 times 40, I can step aside and go 3 times 4 is 12, and then add the 2 zeros would be a great strategic way to do that. Then I'm going to do the bottom left box. I'm going to take, on this one, 1 times, and again, I'm looking at the number straight ahead on top of it is 40. This would be 40. To find the top right box, I'm going to take 30 and multiply it by 6. Again, 3 times 6 is 18. Add the 0. And then to find the bottom right box, I'm going to multiply the 1 and the 6. And now I've got this deconstructed, although it's one piece. I've got these different boxes with different values in them. Now what I can do is, you have the option here, you want to add them vertically or horizontally. Well, with the space I have, I'm going to go ahead and go horizontally. So I'm going to add 1,200 plus 180, which is going to give me 1,380. And then I'm going to add 46. And then I'm going to add these together. 6, 2, carry my 1. And if you'll notice over here that the total of the box of all 4 pieces, that total is equivalent to the original dividend. So it shows how we could take 1,426 and split it up into different parts using multiplication as a way to show that. So I know that I've got a video on the YouTube channel how to use the area model to solve division. Personally speaking, I do not love that. I prefer to take the division equation here, convert it into multiplication, and then illustrate the multiplication. I think establishing that relationship between multiplication and division is such a powerful concept moving forward mathematically. This step here between 1 and 2, the ability to do that, trumps your ability to show this any day. While this is important, I think this here is golden when you can understand this and how those two connect. So that's just a quick look at the process of using multiplication to illustrate your division. Thanks. Talk to you soon.